So, I want to introduce your final project to you. So, over the next few weeks, we're going to be working on a campaign. All right. So, you've all been researching topics to do with sustainability and infographics and so on to raise awareness about your topic. Now, what you're doing is for your final push is you're bringing everything together, everything you've learned into one final campaign where you get to tell somebody about the problem that the world is facing, your particular topic. What is the problem? And you get to tell them how they can be a part of the solution. Okay. So we're going to allow you to partner together with us, so groups of two, and we'll oversee that within your class of 7A, B, and C. You have to be within your class. You will do research on the topic you guys have been busy with. You can sort of adjust your topics if you have slightly different topics, but I don't want to see people who are, oh, he was doing wildlife and he was doing fossil fuels, and then you're trying to force those two together. If they don't go together, then you guys can't partner together. Sorry. That's why the teachers are going to oversee that. All right. So that's the first thing. You're going to be in pairs. You're going to create a campaign. So what do I mean by a campaign? Well, there's four options. First off, you can create a presentation like on Google Slides or in Prezi or whatever you want to use. And with that, you have to create a 5 to 8 minute talk that you guys will do. And we'll actually take you to a class and you will present to some of the younger grades, whether it's grade 6 or grade 5 or grade 4, about it. Or you could choose to do a 15-minute podcast in which you've got to break it up and have discussions and interesting facts and so on. But yes, teachers will help you with that as well. Another option is a 5-minute educational video, but I don't mean Flipgrids. Flipgrids are not what I'm talking about. This screencast of how I'm doing, this is an educational video. What I want you to use is I want you to use props, use your environment, use setting. There needs to be some sort of production value, quality in the video. It can't just be you bobbing around there in the corner, just going around, my topic is da-da-da-da-da. No, I want you to actually put it together in such a way that when people watch it, they're like, this is interesting, and it engages them. Your fourth option is a 5-minute animation. Now, I've left it as broad as possible. I know some of you have experience with Scratch. I know Clog has experience with Scratch, and that could be an option, but it's quite tricky. I know some of the boys might have some experience with a program known as Blender. It's up to you how you do it, but you need to make sure you can do it. And if it's a challenge, fantastic. Solve the problem. Jump in both feet first and just go for it if you want to do this animation. So those are your four options. You choose one of them. And no matter which one you choose, if we take a look at the document here, you need to make sure your presentation, your campaign engages the audience. So whoever you're talking to, and we will be showing this to audiences, you need to make sure the boys that are watching it in the school want to know what's going on. They're like, tell me more. They're not busy playing with their pencils because they're just so bored. You engage the audience, okay? You also need to clearly explain what the problem is, so that when you leave or when your video is done playing and we turn around and ask the boys who watched it, what is the problem? They're able to go, it's this, it's this, it's this, and this is why it's a problem, okay? So that's the third thing. So you need to first engage your audience. Second, teach your audience. They need to be able to explain it back. And third, they need to be able to explain what the problem is. All right. Then it also, when you're done, it needs to be easy to share and present around the school. I think sometimes, boys, you make this project and you're like, well, to view it, you need to download this program and reconfigure your computer so it's allowed. No, what you need to do for this one is when you're done, you need to make sure it's in a format that wherever you go, it's easy to present. It's easy to view. If you're confused by this, chat to a teacher and they'll be happy to explain further. And what I want you to finish on with, no matter which campaign you choose, I want you to have a way that the boys in this school can join in and be a part of the solution. Yes, you're explaining what a problem is and what the challenge is facing this world related to your topic, but I want you to come up with something that the boys in this school can do in their day-to-day lives or in their yearly lives where they can actually contribute to being a part of the solution. Okay? So that's your campaign. You have 2 weeks to finish. Your teachers will give you feedback. And the reason we're drumming this so hard on feedback is because once we've got you in your groups, we're actually going to give you a teacher. We're going to say, this is your teacher. he or she is going to oversee and give you advice the whole time. Listen to their feedback. Receive the comments and actually improve your projects, okay? It's an important skill that we want you to have before you go to high school, is to be able to listen to feedback and respond to it. Okay, so that's the project, boys. If you have any questions, please ask the teachers in your classroom. Cheers. Have a great day.